Good morning. Today is Sunday, June the 14th, 2020. Yesterday we talked about rewards, and today I want to go just a little bit deeper and talk about the judgment seat of Christ. There are two major judgments spoken of in the New Testament. One's called the judgment seat of Christ. That's for believers. Then there's one in Revelation chapter 20 spoken of as the great white throne judgment, and that's one for unbelievers, for the lost. Neither one of these is about whether or not a person is saved. That's settled on earth. A person dies without Christ, they go to hell. A person dies being saved, they go to heaven. There's never any judgment after that to decide if a person goes to heaven or hell. Now, we want to read 2 Corinthians 5:10 says, "For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, that everyone may receive the things done in his body, according to that he hath done, whether it be good or bad." Now notice it says, we must. This is not an option. It's not something we can decide to do or not do. We must all, every one of us that are saved, are going to be here and give an account for the things we've done since we've been saved. Now, a little bit more specific about that is found in 1 Corinthians chapter 3. And reading verse 11, "For other foundation can no man lay than that is laid, which is Jesus Christ." That is our salvation. There's no other way to be saved except through Jesus Christ. And that gives us the foundation of our life to build on. Then verse 12 says, "Now if any man build upon this foundation gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble." So all of our works after we're saved is compared to either gold, silver, precious stones, or wood, hay, stubble. Verse 13, "Every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire, and the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is." Now then, it says that this is all about your works. Foundation has been laid. You build on that with your life. Then someday you're going to have to give an account of this. All your good works are compared to gold, silver, precious stones. That is what you've done for the Lord out of a pure and clean heart. All the other is compared to wood, hay, stubble. When you put fire to gold and silver and precious stones, the gold and silver melt, but they're not destroyed, they're purified. Precious stones don't change, they just remain the same. But wood, hay, and stubble are all burned up. They can't stand the fire, they'll be gone. Then he says in verse 14, "If any man's work abide, which he hath built thereupon, he shall receive a reward." So it's very clear here that if there's anything left after the fire, then we get a reward for that. What is that reward? Well, we're not sure. It may be one of the 5 crowns that's mentioned in the New Testament. It could be where Jesus said, "Lay up for yourself treasure in heaven." It may be some of those treasures that he spoke of there. Whatever it is, it's going to be good and it's going to last for a long, long time. Now the question comes up, what happens if a person is truly saved, but they don't ever do anything? Well, he addresses that in verse 15. "If any man's work shall be burned, he shall suffer loss, but he himself shall be saved, yet so as by fire." Otherwise, his whole life is gone. He's going to be saved, it says, but he won't receive any reward. His life has been completely wasted, and he won't have any reward. He won't have anything to show for his life. So, what can we gain from all of this? Well, first of all, we after we're saved, we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ to give an account for what we've done. What we've done good will be compared to gold, silver, precious stones. What we've done otherwise for ourselves will be compared to wood, hay, stubble. God's going to set fire to it, The wood, hay, stuff will be burned up, gold, silver will be purified, and what's left, we will receive a reward for. Now listen, that reward's going to last for a long time. This earth, this life on earth, is going to be very short. So compare the two. What's better, to have real great things here on earth and forget about God for a short time, or to live for God down here and have wonderful things forever and ever and ever? So don't waste your life. Live it for the Lord. Serve Him out of a pure and clean heart. Do what God tells you to do. Okay, that's enough for today. I will see you in the morning.